Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmakers getting cooked. When I spot a dirty keg of 4 units getting played, always find the value, I would never be afraid. Scary money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty all picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-pop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies.
You all know the drill. Let's get to the mother trucking monies. Welcome to season 3, guys, of The Balking Dead. I'm your host, Sharpie's Bets, and if you don't know this, it's the best MLB prop show on God's green earth. This show isn't sponsored by no one, and we're doing this out of our own generosity, so I do appreciate those that have found their way over to my channel, as we will be right here on the Odds Bunch until further notice. As it is opening day, guys, so we couldn't miss this Thursday, but this show will be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific time. I know I've had a lot of questions, guys, but the main one I'm going to answer is yes, we will still have your favorite guest spots from Ribeyes with Mike to Spin Doc Sports on Friday. If you don't know, on the show, we're going to talk the opening lines of pitching props as well as the closing K-prop line 1 hour prior to the show going live. Of course, we will be going off 2023 numbers for the first few weeks, as that's what we have to go by. Do me a favor, if you like what you hear, and smash that like button. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button as well. Drop your best bets in the chat, and at the end of the show, I will read them off as long as I see them. If I skip over them, guys, don't get your panties in a bunch. It wasn't on purpose. It's because I freaking missed it. We were going to start the show early today, guys, but the Braves and Phillies game was postponed, so we're right on regular schedule, and y'all know what that means, right? We should run through the chat before we get into baseball, guys. Appreciate the 40-something in here. AOD, my boy Will Jackson, let's get it. T-Mac, Ricky freaking Bobby, Trey Day, and Jesse Nunez, all nice to see you in the chat, guys. If you got a best bet, throw it out there. I will talk about it at the end of the show. And after each pitcher, since I am running the backstage part of this, I'm going to check the chat and see what we can, if I can answer any questions as we go along. Every day I got a show, I'm going to give y'all my bets. I'm not some fuck who's going to be like, oh, no. On the days we got shows, if I'm waiting for a lineup, I'm tweeting that shit out. If I tell you I'm waiting for something, I'm waiting for it, guys. So we will cash together at least 3 days a week. And until then, let's just keep it rolling, guys. Let's just keep it rolling. First guy up on our list today, guys, is my new favorite toy in Los Angeles. He should be everybody's new favorite toy, but that's fine. Let's talk about number 2 in the black book, Tyler Glasnow versus the Cardinals. Last year, he was striking people out at a 33.5% clip while walking people around 7.5% of the time. His opening line was 7.5 plus 120 at BetMGM. Now you can get 6.5 at minus 158 on FanDuel. Pitching outs were not available, where his earned runs are over 1.5, juiced to the over at Caesars at a minus 123. Lineup is out in this game, and we got 5 righties and 4 lefties. Now we get to my new favorite Dodger, and no, not Shohei Ohtani, guys. We're talking Tyler Glasnow, and a healthy Glasnow at that. one of the top strikeout guys in the league, and he's coming off his first start in Korea, where his stat line, they set him at a 6.5 at plus money, and he ended the day with just 5 innings, yet only 3 strikeouts on 77 pitches. Yet he did walk 4. But that was versus a Padres team who, like the Dodgers, were head above the rest of the league in taking their walks last season. The Cardinals, they weren't too shabby either when it came to overall walk percentage, but they were not in the stratosphere as the Padres and Dodgers. And the way the Dodgers have protected their other pitchers in the past, they're going to do it with Glasnow, guys. It's my team. I know what they're going to do with him. I don't expect him to go past the 6 innings or 90 pitch mark, whatever comes first. One of the keys I used last year with strikeout props versus the Cardinals was high velocity. And that's exactly what we got here, guys, with Glasnow. Last year, he averaged 96.5 miles per hour on his fastball, and that's exactly where his average was at in the game in Korea versus the Padres. If we look at his home road splits, he's always had more strikeouts at home than on the road. And we get it. I get it. It's a different home, Sharpie. No, guys. If it was anything other than Chavez Ravine, I wouldn't even look at his stats. But to ask every pitcher who's ever pitched in the league what's the best stadium to pitch in, they're going to tell you Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine. So I've got to take that. He's always been better at home, and I expect that trend still to continue. I wanted to smash this over, guys. I wanted his K prop, and then the books jumped him up after just 1 start. And he only had 3 strikeouts. We know on this show, guys, they do not adjust after 1 week, and they jumped him up 1 time last year for no reason. And we're talking about Glasnow. And I know we talked about it on this show, guys. And if anybody remembers, what did he come up with? I'm going to give the chat about 10 seconds to see if someone come up with when they jumped up our boy Glasnow last year for no apparent reason, and they wanted you to bet his under. Homeboy ended with 14 strikeouts that day, guys. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go out and get 14 strikeouts, but what the books are telling me in this spot is they're begging for under money. And they've been taking nothing but under money here. Now, I will not bet this strictly because I don't bet if they adjust. I'm not going to say he's going to go over or under. I know something's going to happen that I do not want to be involved in. If they would have opened it up at the 6.5 where he was at last week, I would have came back and smacked that 6.5. It's only dropped to 6.5 on FanDuel, guys, strictly because, why? Because they want some over money. They've obviously took way too much under money, but what it's telling me, guys, is you want to be on the side of a corporation that makes billions of dollars a year, or do you want to bet an under? And the books are begging you to bet the under here, and I just don't have the balls to take out of my stomach right now and just go bet the over. So I've made rules. I've got to follow these rules, and the rule is if they adjust it, I cannot go over. And they adjusted it. So it is what it is. Life's a bitch and you marry one. And sometimes you do about 1 hour of work on a guy and you got to say pass. So is what it is. But we've got plenty of bets today, fellas. And I appreciate the 50 in here right now. If you haven't already, smash that damn like button. And we will be having ribeyes with Mike towards the end of the show. We will keep your favorite guest here, even though we are now here on the odds bunch and not one of us is getting a dime for the work that we're putting in. So at least you could do is please smash the like. And let's talk about the guy we do have a bet on, number 10 in the black book. Tarik Mother Truckin' Skubal at the White Sox, striking people out last year at a 33% clip while walking people 4.5% of the time. Opened them up at 6.5 minus 115 on FanDuel, where the best line available is 6.5. I believe you can get a minus 113 right now on FanDuel is the last I checked. His pitching outs are 15.5, minus 105 to the over, whereas earned runs are set at 1.5, minus 143 on Caesar, juice to the over. Lineup is 7 righties and 2 lefties. Tarik Skubal 2.0, guys, may be on the horizon. And what I mean by that, guys, is this spring, Skubal has seen a uptick in velocity of damn near 3 miles per hour. The kid is becoming a man. He has touched 99 miles per hour consistently, where last season he averaged 96. And if we look at his last tune-up in the spring, he went 5 innings while striking out 6 on 86 pitches. So, yeah, he's ready to go if we want to bet this over, guys. Now, there has been a rule for me that I have followed while betting Skubal, and that is I try to stay out of the division with him, as that's where a lot of his hiccups have came. Where in his career versus the White Sox, he is 5-2, but with an ERA near 5. Yet in 40 innings of work, he has struck out 50 batters. Now, that does span all the way back to 2020, so let's just go back and see what he did last season versus them. And yeah, boy, he definitely showed me something, as he had a back-to-back with them where he had 7 punch-outs the first time, and then 5 days later gave him a 9-piece McStrider, guys. So as we look at the pitcher versus batter stats, this lineup has 8 people who have seen Skubal with a total of 78 at-bats, and Skubal has a ridiculous 29.5% strikeout rate versus them. Now, there are 2 guys who just don't strike out the Skubal in this lineup, the leadoff hitter and the last hitter, and it's no coincidence that they're both left-handed batters. Now, as a left-handed pitcher, guys, you shouldn't struggle putting away your own side of the plate. But through Skubal's career, he has a putrid 15% strikeout to walk ratio, where last year versus the right-handed side, he had an immaculate 32% ratio. Last season, guys, he did dominate on the road compared to home when it comes to striking people out, but through his career, he has pretty much been the same guy home or road, so I can't let just one season ruin what he's done throughout his career. Now, there is one guy in this projected lineup that has not seen him. That's Kevin Pillar. And yeah, he's not out there for his bat, guys, as he's 2% worse than league average when it comes to whiffing and chasing a baseball, guys. So not afraid of him. So we have at least 90 pitches coming, an uptick in velocity of at least 3 miles per hour. And God almighty, if that helps him putting away lefties at all, this league may have a damn problem on their hands when it comes to Skubal. So Team Sharpie is on Skubal over 6.5 strikeouts at -111. Yeah. Now, I got to get into the next guy. But see, I started talking about the other guy without hitting that. See, I am that douche de bagoosh, but I'll get used to moving these guys as I'm supposed to. I'm not used to running this and talking this. My boy who'll be on in a minute. If you're ready, we could talk hitting now. If not, we could come to you at the end. Thumbs up for now, thumbs down for end. Awesomeness. So there's Skubal stuff, guys, where I should have brought that up when I was talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll get better at bringing them up. But it's that time of the show, fellas. Now we get to part of the show where we get to talk us some hitting props. And I've had more question if this man was still going to be on the show than any other person. And what's a prop show, guys, without the last Megalodon living, huh? What's the damn prop show? Nothing.
Megalodon, the size of really 2 school buses. Are they extinct? Are they extinct?
That's the big question.
What's the new evidence now?
A satellite photo near Sao Paulo. When you compare them next to the first photo, I'd say that's a 70-foot shark.
You ain't seen that one yet, but I was like, oh, I'm going to get Mike to laugh with this intro I made for him here, man. But how you been, my boy? Long time no see. Baseball's back.
Long time no see, and I would not have said any, you wouldn't be able to keep me away. I'm showing up fucking anyways. I'll be in the chat if I got to drop my RBIs here, but get some more screen time with my guy Sharpie here. Let's go, baby. It's baseball season. It's opening day. I'm fired up, man. I got some bets already out there for this. Everyone likes to start slow, and listen, I want to do the same. I want to be measured, but also calculated. And I think we got some opportunities in front of us before the books start to adjust on the guys that we expect to go out there and crack. So we're going to take advantage today because it's out there in front of us. Trey Day, what up, my guy? Good to see you. AOD, Chris Stowers, man. Great to see everybody back up in here, rocking and rolling. Baseball's back, Sharpie. Let's go, man. Baseball's back, my boy, and we've got almost 60 live, but we damn near got 60 likes. Y'all fucking rock, bro. I was about to say something, but I'm not going to say nothing. Me and Mike, guys, we get along just well. Mike didn't tell me who he's on, what he's doing, or what he's going. I know he can roll with it, and I'm going to let you go. And I got to smoke these cartridges now that we're in Tennessee, but at least we got legal books, baby. Books up, baby. Let's go get that legal money now. But, you got to spread it around because you want to make sure that you don't get them limits. Them legal books get scared when they get guys like Sharpie up in here. You got to earn the nickname like Sharpie. And, of course, it's the sharpest motherfucker on the planet. So let's roll, baby. Let's talk about these games here. We got some games popping off. Of course, it's afternoon action. Let's start with a big one here. Let's go St. Louis Cardinals, LA Dodgers. Of course, the Dodgers coming in, they've already got a little bit of experience, having played that overseas game. They're 2 games deep already and 1-1 on the season, Sharpie. Interesting spot that last game. RBIs and home runs galore. Expected simply because, they're overseas to put on a show. Them boys they don't want to see those unders. Shout out. I know you got that first 5 under. I tailed you in that first game as well. And we're going to roll with this one tonight, though. I'm going to double dip this spot. And you got to hear me out. Now, I don't like to get too crazy and have them all loaded up on one spot, but I got 4 of them for you guys today. 4 RBIs I'm going to roll with. When I looked at this game particularly, I thought, first of all, the Dodgers off a loss are one of the best teams, if not the best team in Major League Baseball. When they're priced in the favorite role like they are today. They're 14-1 against the run line. You got to be scoring runs to go out there and comfortably, confidently cover these run lines. And I think we got to go with a double dipper here to kick things off here. First and foremost, I'm going to him. He's the guy. I expect him to continue to run and gun as he did last season. We're going to go with Mookie. Give me my bets money. Bets, baby. Mookie bets RBI. Granted, when you look at Miles Mikolas and the numbers that he's got out there, 5 at-bats, 2 hits, but he's got himself a ribby in there, and that's good enough for me here. Leading off, fired up, back at home crowd, opening day. Team should go out there, kick some ass, and take some names. That ribby's plus 175 for our guy, Mookie. Give me that cash bets.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Dodgers run line. It's either you bet their run line this year or you take the dog money the other way. 2 years ago, they hit it like 84% on the run line. Their lineup is that lineup. When they win, they're going to crush. They're just going to crush.
He's in the leadoff spot. So, obviously we're expecting most likely, pops it out the park right off the gate to get it done. But look, regardless of what happens in that spot with this guy, I'm rolling down to the 4 hole. It's the boo-boo position, Sharpie. You remember the boo-boo position. We're back, baby.
We're back.
We're going to go with none other than the Men in Black himself, Will Smith. Did you know it's his birthday today? He's in the boo-boo spot. He's got Ohtani, Freeman, and Betts in front of him. And we're looking out just a smidge under the sweet spot. It's a plus 140 for our guy, Willie Smith, to go out there and get one of them boys in there for the RBI as well. So, we're going to take that calculated shot. If one of the two gets there, we're getting that cash. I love to get the birthday boy angle in this thing as well. We get them both in there. You know what we just did? We turned 2 units into just over 3. That's the name of the game here, Sharpie. We're getting paid this season, my guy.
Well, that's all we know how to do, brother. That's all. That's why they tune into the damn show. And to go with the birthday angle, he just got paid 10-year contract, big boy bucks. He's with the Dodgers. He's career-wise. They just locked him up. So, Will Smith, enjoy it, bro. Go out there and have a fucking day.
Get yours, my guy. Let's transition. We've got a game here, 4 p.m. as well. The Washington Nationals, they're going on out to Cincinnati with a wind blowing out just around 9 miles an hour out to the right field. And those be hitting conditions. This game also looks like it's pegged for an over. This number's got cash pouring in. It's moving on up, and we want to take advantage. Where do I want to take advantage, though? I got to try to find the mismatch here. Now, we made a ton of cash last year with the Reds. We'll do that again, but there's a lot of kind of moving parts right now. We see Fraley's in the 5 spot. He was kind of sitting around the 8 spot last year, so India's sitting there at leadoff, which is where he was before. But, we're going to let them kind of figure out where that lineup is. Spencer Steer, that's Tyler Stevenson at the end, loaded for bear on that Cincinnati Red spot. But I'm going to go on the other side of this thing here. I expect the Reds to get the job done. I know a lot of people that I respect are looking at this Reds team total over 4.5. I'm not mad at that at all, but let's say they get 5. We still need to get at least 4 out of the Nationals to push this game over, as everybody's expecting. I'm going leadoff. I'm taking advantage of the lefty opportunity, lefty-righty, and I'm going to go leadoff with C.J. Abrams, 412 at-bats against a righty. He's averaging a 274, leading the charge. He's got 46 RBIs over the course of – that's just over a 10% hit rate with his at-bats out there, and they're giving us a plus 202 on this guy to get the ribeye. Let's look at what he's done here. He was batting leadoff there 3 weeks back. He started to settle into the role. 2 for 2 and a home run with a steal just 2.5 weeks back against the Astros. 3 for 4 with a solo homer just the other day against the Marlins as well. He's seeing the ball early. He's seeing it often in that 1 spot. We want to get 4 at minimum. We want 5 times around the hop here with this leadoff guy and C.J. Abrams at plus 202. I think we get paid on that thing right off the gate, and that would be a great way to start off the RBI season. First at-bats, and we get them RBIs casher. So I'm rocking. Give me C.J. Abrams, plus 202 for the Nationals. I get it. Like the Reds, love the Reds scoring runs, but I think Washington's got a spot here for this guy at plus 202 to get us paid, my guy.
I like it, bro. And a lot of people don't know CJ Abrams, but he and Mackenzie Gore were the two main pieces in the Juan Soto trade for the Padres. So I grew up like 25 minutes from the Padres minor league stadium. So I saw a lot of CJ Abrams playing when he was younger. So kid's freaking fun, bro. He's electric, fun to watch. So I'm going to cheer him on just to cheer him on. And I'm going to tail it because I tell your shit. So now I got a reason to cheer him on.
Well, let's roll on to this last game we've got for RBI today. Afternoon specials. Love the opening day opportunity. Now, a lot of these games, they're all popping off shortly. So I wanted to make sure you guys had plenty of time. That's where I threw the thumbs up and said, let's get it in there. Let's let these boys and girls get out there and eat. And let's look at this big game rolling up here. We got the Yankees and the Astros. Look, you guys know last year we built a bullpen of hitters. I know it doesn't sound right. We're not talking pitching. We're talking hitters in this opportunity. And no reason we shouldn't start the season off with our guy. You know, this show here, we're a sucker for Kyle Tucker to get the job done. And they're sporting a plus 175 on Kyle Tucker here in opening day on the home stadium there against this New York Yankees team. You know, there's a lot of bad blood going back several years with these guys here. And he's in the 3 spot. He's got Altuve and Alvarez in front of him. Your daddy is certainly capable of robbing those RBIs with Altuve getting on base here. But I think there's a lot going on for one of the guys that led the league last year in the Ribby category here. And again, at plus 175, another 2-3 weeks, we're going to be seeing this guy dip to the 125s and 130s. Maybe he'll still float around that ideal sweet spot at 145. But right now at plus 175, I'm rolling in on this guy. Nasty Nestor Cortez. Fine, go be it. But, you know, he can certainly get touched up. He sports a 5 ERA or a 4.97 ERA. I know you'll get into the weeds there, but I'm looking at Kyle Tucker here. You know, he's got 8 at-bats against this guy. So as much as he's a young pitcher, you know, he's certainly one of the guys that's seen him frequently enough. And he's only got 1 hit on him. So, you know, he wants across Major League Baseball. This guy's a 250, 300 to just about every pitcher out there. He's in that we're due position here to kick things off early in the season. I got to rock Kyle Tucker, man. Give me that plus 175.
Man, I don't hate it, but only one guy I'm looking at for a huge year for Houston is Bregman. Contract year, bro. Contract year, bro, on any player, bro, is look ahead, bro. And him and Soto both have contract years this year. So I do expect big years.
You know, and I can appreciate that. To sit there in the 4 position, 9 at-bats, 3 hits, a home run, and 3 RBIs. I'm sorry, 2 RBIs, 9 at-bats, 3 hits, 1 home run, and 2 RBIs. Because this offense is just loaded. They get on base a ton. And
they punish lefties. They punish lefties.
Absolutely. So I want the lefty opportunity there. Now, wouldn't surprise me to see this lineup, this game gets some scoring in it. It's early in the season, and when things tighten up and we get down to the wire there, yeah, maybe things change a little bit. Now, Fromber, you know, he's certainly capable. I'm not mad at anybody on that Yankee side of things that you want to go out there and attack. But I'm going to start this thing out. You know, we don't have a ton of data to go with, but I know what Kyle Tucker did for us last year. I know what he does historically year over year in Major League Baseball as well. I love the contract year angle. I'll be watching that as we go along the season here with Alex Bregman. But I'm going to start it off. Give me my guy, Kyle Tucker, plus 175.
Bro, as soon as you said we're going to start off the way we finished, I knew it's because you were talking to Yankees Astros. I was like, we're going Kyle fucking Tucker. Kyle Tucker. But appreciate you, my boy. For those showing in for the recap of Ribeyes with Mike, he came in with a 4-pack for that ass. He's going to double dip, guys, which you will rarely see, and he's going to take 2 Dodgers today. Mookie Betts, RBI at plus 175, along with the birthday boy and the 10-year contract man, Will Smith, at plus 140. Then he's going to head on over to Cincinnati, but not take a red. He's going to take a national at CJ Abrams, plus 202, and he's going to finish his night up with the guy he's a sucker for, and that's Kyle Tucker, mother truckers, plus 175. Mike, Pimp Slap Pod, I appreciate you as always. I know you've got your own things popping off, so making time for the show. Appreciate you, my boy. Let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, all that good shit. And underrated. Yes, the fucking song is back. What are they going to do? Take my money? I'll get fucking paid by YouTube. Whoop, whoop.
Let's go, baby. Sharpie, I wouldn't miss it for the world, man. Love doing this thing. And, you know, I love rounding it out. You're the pitching guru. I want to come in there. I just want to contribute a little bit. I don't need to rival. You know, listen, we're going to get that cash all across Major League Baseball. It's a long season, and we're just literally at day 1. You can't say that very often, but it's so exciting. We can't leave it alone. And then for everybody else that's looking to get after it, we got tons of action going on. College hoops, NHL. How about this, Sharpie? I ran the numbers. How about this? Last call, Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Just a smidge. I'm saying 58 units in the NHL this season. Monday to Friday, we're rocking and rolling on the ice, baby. 58 units in hockey. We're kicking ass across all sports there. We've got the NBA getting parlays in there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So flip over there. Follow me on X at PimpSlapPod. When I go live, anywhere I go live, I've been sporting my own channel thing on Saturday as well. Sharpie, I'm inspired by your ability to go out there and lead by example. And I'm certainly trying to do a little bit of that myself. So follow me at PimpSlapPod over on X. And anytime I go live, I'll see you guys, man. But shout out to everybody. Underrated World, Propsky, Noli knows up in the house. Man, it's great to see everybody. And we're going to keep doing more of this, boys and girls. So let's get that cash. Let's have a big opening day. Nothing says opening day better than stacking up 10, 12 units and rolling into the baseball season.
Yes, sir.
Megalodon, the size of really 2 school buses. Are they extinct? Are they extinct?
That's the big question.
What's the new evidence now?
A satellite photo near Sao Paulo. When you compare them next to the first photo, I'd say that's a 70-foot shark.
Yeah, that's a 70-foot megalodon, fellas. So if you missed the first 2 pictures we broke down was Tyler Glasnow and Tarik Skubal. I am on Skubal over 6.5 strikeouts at a -111. Next guy on the board that we're going to talk about is Mitch Keller, number 27 in the book last year, striking people out 25.5% while walking people 6.5% of the time. Opening line was 6+ at +120 on DraftKings, where the best line available now is 4.5 -140 on FanDuel. So damn near flipped the whole number. Pitching outs 15.5 -161 over at Caesars, juice to the under, where his earned runs are at 2.5 -154, juice to the under as well. Lineup is out 5 lefties and 4 righties. Now, I wasn't planning on talking about Keller today, but the Phillies game was canceled, and we cover 6 pitchers a day on this show. Now, we all know Keller took a giant step up last year and became one of the top strikeout guys in the league by adding a 2-seam fastball that averaged damn near 96 miles per hour with some nasty run, which made his career stats, which were just straight garbage, something to write home about, as his strikeout to walk ratio jumped up 10% versus both sides of the plate. Now, this spring has not been so kind to Mitch Keller, guys, as in 12 innings of work, he's given up 6 earned runs, struck out just 8 batters. But reading reports, guys, his velocity is down 90 to 92 miles per hour, though Keller says he ain't worried about it. He says, I'll ramp it up when I need to. When the intensity of the games increase, so will I. But still, to me, that's not a good sign, even though he's saying that it's not a problem. To me, the radar gun does say a problem. There's only 35 combined bats, guys, if we look at pitcher versus hitter stats, and none of them have more than 8 at bats. So there's really nothing to take out of that as the past history. Last year, he took a big step up, guys, with his strikeout to walk ratio, like I said, but he's always been better versus left-handed batters than he has right-handed. And we have keys for a lot of pitchers that I like to run in this show. And whiff and left-handed bats was money in the bank last year when we played overs on our boy Mitch Keller. Now, the problem is, guys, is I wanted his under, as his velo's down, and until he shows me his velo's up, I can't trust it. Now, it did open up at 5.5, and I ended up missing the boat, but he's not going more than 75 pitches today, as he threw 52 pitches his last outing. So he's got to be capped near that 75 pitches. And those who hit the under on the 5.5, good job. Those who are looking for a parlay piece, I'd go bet his outs under 15.5 at a -165. I know a lot of people have legal books and they're like, Sharpie, I want a parlay or this or that. I mean, that's something I would throw on there, guys. I don't think he goes more than 5 innings. Now, the strikeouts at 4.5, I can't get there, guys. I did miss the 5.5. Yes, the 5.5 was hella juice to the under, but I missed it. And there are 5 guys in this lineup that whiff, and 4 of those guys are lefties. So he's only going to go through the lineup twice. We know he's not going to strike out Arias. Bell's going to be a tough cookie as well, but he's going to have action at 5 of those guys, and at least two versus 4 of them. So at the end of the day, it's just an easy pass for me. 5.5 was the spot. This guy's going to land it on 5 or 6. If he hits 4, so be it, but it's under or nothing, especially on a pitch count, and I can't go over on pitch counts. That's just not the way I'm built to go. Next guy on the board will be the guy on the other side of the mound, and that's Jesus Luzardo. And last year, he had a 28% strikeout rate where he walked people only 7.5% of the time. Opened him up 6.5 minus 115 on FanDuel. This has also dropped the whole number where it's now 5.5 minus 135 on FanDuel. Pitching outs 14.5 minus 155 to the over on MGM. His earned runs are at 1.5 minus 127 juice to the over as well. Lineup is 7 righties and 2 lefties. Now, the other side of this pitching matchup is Jesus Luzardo, and he gets the Pirates. And if you know anything about betting K props, guys, the Pirates have been the team to play against with a lefty, and we've eaten, and you've eaten, and you've eaten some more. If we look at Luzardo's spring, it looks like his last 2 outings, he just got smacked by a Nationals team who swings first pitch, top 3 in the league, and the death squad lineup of the Astros. If you just listen to the hitting prop segment, we talked about how the Astros smack lefties. If you know anything about betting baseball, you know over the past few years, the Astros dethrone lefties. I know if I look in the chat, our boy LJ from Houston probably talking about how the Astros go kick Nestor's ass today. So, yeah, it's nothing new, guys. It just is what it is when it comes to that. So I don't put no harm, no foul in that Astros beating. Now, I read reports up on Luzardo, and he's trying to go deeper in the games. He's trying to be like his mentor, Sandy Alcantara, and he's talking about how he wants to throw first pitch strikes more, how true aces go deep and they don't look for strikeouts. In his last game of the spring, he went 67 pitches, which should align him for 75 to 80 today. But there is no way in hell can I play his strikeouts over when he's on a pitch count. That's a no-no around these parts. It's either under on a pitch count or let it be. And I'm going to let it be. If I was to bet anything on Luzardo, it would be his outs over 14.5. But it is hella juice to the over, so I'm content just letting this one go and watching it. Those who got under 6.5, that was the right play, I think, in my opinion, even though it's the Pittsburgh Pirates, even though over the years they've sucked versus lefties. This ain't that dude who's looking for strikeouts, and even in the past has only been about a strikeout per inning type of guy. So, yeah, I expect this guy to try to go deep today on that 75 to 80 pitch mark and try to go at least 5 to 6 innings. So I would look at his outs over, but it is hella juice, like I said. So I'm going to be content letting that one be. Next pitcher on the board that we're going to talk about is a guy that I'm trying to double dip on, guys. I'm trying to double dip. Shane Bieber, number 25 in the black book at the age, striking people out at a 20% clip last year, while walking people 6.5% of the time. Garbage. Opening line 7 plus minus 115 at BetMGM. It is now plus money at plus 120 to that 6.5 on DraftKings. His pitching outs under over 17.5, minus 137 on Caesars juice to the under, whereas earned runs over under 1.5 are minus 137 juice to the over. Projected lineup is 5 righties and 4 lefties. We may have another monster on our hands, guys, as Bieber has been looking like a different man this spring. In his last spring tune-up, Bieber went 6 innings with 7 strikeouts on just 75 pitches and should be good for about 90 plus today. And man, oh man, do we have something to talk about with the Biebs. And I'm not talking about Puff Daddy. I'm talking about Shane Bieber looking like he turned back the clocks at times back to 2021, where his fastball this spring has been sitting around 93 miles per hour, where over the past 2 seasons it was 91.5. And with how much control he has of his breaking pitches, his fastball, guys, in his last game versus Texas, I sat back and rewatched that game to see, okay, what's these reports on his freaking fastball being up? That 93 played like 98 with how much control he has and how much breaking pitches he throws. He's a strike thrower, fellas, and he throws those breaking pitches in the zone. And if he's going to have that type of fastball back, 2021 Bieber back, his numbers were Strider's-esque, guys, where his strikeout percentage was anywhere from 30 to 37%, depending on what side of the plate. And in this spring, it's showing like he might be back to that Cy Young form, as in 25, he's striking out 25 batters in just 19.1 innings of work. That is old school Beeb, guys. Now, I am waiting for the lineup to come out, as the projected A's lineup has 8 of 9 batters who are at least 3% worse than league average when it comes to whiff. So lineup pending, guys. I'm doubling up on this spot. I will be taking the strikeouts over 6.5. I will tweet that out. If I do pull the trigger, which I'm probably going to pull the trigger, just got to be safe rather than sorry. And I am also on Bieber's outs over 17.5 minus 110. I'm looking to double up. Like I said, Bieber should dick down these boys. And we're getting value on Bieber right now because Bieber just wasn't that dude last year. Bieber's back, fellas. Bieber's back. And we got to get in early before they readjust to him again. Now we're going to talk about a guy who's not back. And that's Zack Gallen. Appreciate the 60+ live. We'll get to the comment sections when we're done. I will recap all my bets as well when we're done. But do me a favor and smash that like. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe as well. Number 20 in the black book, Zack Gallen gets the Rockies at home. Start striking people out last year 26% of the time, while walking people 5.5% of the time. Opening line was 5.5 minus 159 on Caesars to the over, where the best line available now is at a 6.5 plus 125 on BetMGM. Pitching outs under over are 17.5 minus 143 juice to the under, whereas earned runs over 1.5 minus 143 is juice to the over. Projected lineup is 6 righties and 3 lefties. Now we got Zack Gallen versus the Rockies, and we all know the gift the Rockies were to K props last year. They were the team that just kept giving, and a team that Gallen has owned throughout his career. In 13 games, he has a 2.45 ERA with 92 strikeouts and just 72 innings of work. And when we look at the pitcher versus hitter stats, we have 6 guys in this lineup with at least 6 at-bats versus Gallen for a total of 120 at-bats. And they've struck out 28% of the time versus Gallen. Not too shabby if you ask me. And if we look at Gallen's splits from last year and compare them to his career, he is a better pitcher at home, period. His strikeout to walk ratio was 10% better at home last season and 4% better throughout his career when he's at home. So we got Gallen versus a team he owns and at home. It's over, yeah? Hold your horses, Willie Nelson. As Gallen has not enjoyed spring training this year, and he has given up 8 runs in just 12.1 innings of work this spring. And last year, he got smacked around in the spring as well, and it carried over into the regular season. Though he did throw 81 pitches in his last spring game, he should be good for 90 if he's up for the task. As even last year, not many times they would ask Gallen to go past the 90 pitch mark in a game. Now, the same issue from last year is popping up its ugly head, and that's his velocity is down, except this year it's down 1 to 3 miles per hour depending on the pitch. Now, this does not mean jam his under strikeouts to me, as last year, the first 2 games when his velo was down, he still struck people out. He just got lit up like a Christmas tree. So if I had any balls, I would take Gallen's over 1.5 earned runs today. I'm just not willing to pay juice on a team that he's dicked down in the past, so it's an easy let go for me. But I'd be careful betting Gallen at a minus 225 today, guys, as he ain't the Gallen that we've come accustomed to yet. Those are the 6 pitchers that I'm going to break down today. I do have one other bet. And like I said, I will give you my bets every day that we have a show of the Balking Dead. Normally going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, as Monday and Thursday are the off days in baseball. And I'll try to put out a best bet video if I have the time that day. But if not, it is for the people that pay me. Now, I will always give you my bets the days I have the show. Like on Bieber, once the lineups come out, I'll tweet it out if I'm on it that day. If I say I got to wait for the lineups, I'll tweet it out. If I don't tweet it out, that means I didn't take it. That means I didn't bet it. So appreciate you guys all for tuning in. The last bet we have of the day of a guy I'm not going to break down because we broke down the 6 is we're going to stay in the Skubal game. We have Skubal over 6.5 strikeouts at a minus 111. And then we've got Crochet over 4.5 strikeouts at a minus 115. y'all about to see Skubal on the other side. Two lefties throwing 99 miles per hour. So get in where you fit in. This is a guy that I don't believe the books have caught up to yet. He's coming off of Tommy John, used to pitch out of the bullpen when he first came up. He was drafted in 2020, guys, out of the University of Tennessee. Yeah, get in where you fit in. Big, heavy, hard-throwing lefty. Detroit's got 3 lefties in the lineup. Like, why would you go lefty on lefty? Okay, and that's not including Javier Baez in that lineup. So 4.5 strikeouts for the young kid. Sign me up as well for Crochet. And then on the other side, I'm on Skubal over 6.5. The other bet I have in is Bieber outs over 17.5 at a -110. And once the lineups come out, I'm going to be looking to double up on Bieber's strikeouts, as I think Bieber has the chance at having one of those most strikeouts in a day type days. As if you can throw a little $10 holler on that shit and it's plus 800 to 1,000, why not, dude? I really do. If they put out that lineup, which it's opening day, and they usually put out that lineup they're supposed to. So I will tweet out if I pull the trigger on our boy Bieber's K prop, but like I said, more than likely it's going to be pulled because, yeah. Let's run through the chat. Do we have any best bets? Appreciate you all for tuning in today. 61 in here. I'm sure we got 61 likes, so yes, sir. Bunch of people in here. Appreciate you all. Thanks for showing up. And, yeah. LJ, appreciate them chilling out. Looks like nobody's dropping their best bets, which is about normal. Oh, we got Will Smith averaged 1.5 bases at home last year. Okay, that's LJ with a little stat. But, yeah, appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is what day? It is Friday. What's up, Picks from Dave? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. This show isn't sponsored by no one, guys. So this will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. It was opening day, so we had a Thursday show. I will try and drop my best bet videos when I can. But if you would like to join Team Sharpie and get my bets when I bet them all week long, DM me on Twitter at Sharpie's Bets, and we'll see what we can do. I appreciate our boy Mike M for stopping in today, as we do have Spin Doc Sports tomorrow for his normal Friday spot. So until next time, let's get to the money and have a blessed day. Picks from Dave, if you in here, you got to check out the video now, bro. You appreciate our boy El Blanco, or was it El Flamo Blanca?
Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTB screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTB screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the ass, screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmakers getting cooked. When I spot a dirty K, the 4 units getting played. Always find the value, I will never be afraid. Scary money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie Bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it.